The American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Let us pray. God, we come before you again today. God, we just ask that you continue to lead, guide, and direct us. Lord, I pray for all the military and the things that are happening. God, we know you are in control ultimately. And Father, we ask for wisdom today as we make decisions that impact not only our employees, but the citizens of Hutchinson County. Let us be wise, and God, let us always be sensitive to the things that we do that don't just impact this moment, but the future, God. Be with us all today in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, do we have any public comments? Okay. All right, let's move on to the consent agenda. Does anybody have any questions or anything they need to pull off or the consent agenda?
I just had the correction to the minute on 6-9, had an error with that agenda item. I used the acronym TCP and it's TPC, but I corrected it and sent it out.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move to approve the consent agenda items as presented with the amendment to the correction on the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. All right, the first item on our regular agenda is an introduction by our county attorney, Craig Jones, and our district attorney.
Thank y'all for coming out for us. I'm pleased to introduce to you one of our summer law clerks, Devin Kiker. Devin started last week in the DA's office, and she'll be flipping back and forth between the DA and the county attorney's office for 6 weeks. We'll have another clerk come in 2 weeks, or actually in just a week from now, John Henson, who will also be doing the same thing. And so we're looking forward to having them with us. Devin just completed her first year at Baylor Law School, Sickle Bears. She has.
I knew that would get into the conversation somewhere.
One thing I learned today is Devin likes the traffic here a lot better than where she's been for the last month in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And so we've got a thumbs up on the traffic so far. But she's originally from Nebraska. Her family now lives in Kansas. She went to undergrad at Colorado State, and now, like I said, just finished her first year at Baylor Law. And we're very happy to have her, and sure y'all will see her around the courthouse over the next 5 weeks or so. But we're so happy to have her, and thank y'all for welcoming her here.
Okay.
If y'all have any questions, be happy to answer. If not, we'd like to get maybe a vote.
Don't ask for east or west. I learned that
Well, you know, these people under 40 years old, it's all right here.
GPS.
They don't have to know all that. If y'all don't mind, I'd like to get a photo with y'all this morning.
Okay.
That's all I have. Thank y'all for having
And we welcome you, and we will see you for sure on Wednesday. Because we're county court on Wednesday. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I thought she was coming this way.
Here, get in here, Mark. Okay. Can you get it here?
I'm good right now.
You have to let it crawl.
Okay, I got several.
Great.
Thank you. Will you send one of those to me, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Good luck.
See you Wednesday. Thank you, Craig and Mark.
Thank you, guys.
All right, item 2 on the regular agenda is to consider and or approve the amended interlocal agreement with the city of Fritch for outdoor warning sirens. So that this has been okayed by Craig. The only amendment to that was that Fritch is doing some water system, and it's all controlled by something that they want to put on the tower. Yeah, something, yeah. They want to put on our siren towers, and the siren people have said, okay, but they are gonna do the installation. But I understand that. So anyway, we've got the okay from Craig on the interlocal agreement. Does anyone have any questions that maybe Dwight could answer?
Well, no, I don't know anything.
Okay,
Sounds pretty straightforward. I mean,
Alan got
Yeah.
called away to a fire. So,
they're handling everything. They bear all the costs, so.
yeah, it's, yeah, just,
That's what I
it's
read.
just our tower.
We could charge them a rental. No,
No.
I'm just kidding.
I thought we did that a long time ago. The
What?
sirens.
Yeah.
Well, the sirens are in place. They're just putting a piece of equipment on the siren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this doesn't change the original. Okay.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
I move to enter into the amended interlocal agreement with the city of Rich for allowing their equipment to be placed on our siren poles.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. All right, item 3 is to consider and or approve acceptance of monthly auditor's report for the month ending May 31st, 2025. Tiffany, did you have anything else that you needed to say? Y'all had a chance to review that. It was attached to your packet. So do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the monthly auditor's report for May 31st, 25.
I'll second.
Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. All right, item 4 is the annual financial report prepared by our outside auditors, and Alicia was going to give that report. And she has had some family issues. I think maybe her mama. So she's not able to give that report, and she just asked if we could table that, and she'll do that at our next meeting. So do I hear a motion to table that?
Move to table item 4 on the regular agenda.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, item 5 is to consider and or approve the Texas Association of Counties Health Insurance Renewal for 25-26. So y'all heard all the presentations at our last meeting, kind of gave us some things to think about. Charla was here, gave us some scenarios and lots of information. So we just need to make a decision on how we want to proceed, so Amy can finish up the application and get it to TAC by the 26th. Yeah, by Thursday. So do y'all have thoughts on where we want to land this year with the health insurance?
How does it keep the same coverage that we have this year and just pay the employees increases?
That's what I'd like to do for the county to pay the increases of 6.20.
Okay, are you saying for the 6.20, just across the board, just absorb all the increase?
Yeah.
For the employees.
Okay, you're saying just for the employees. And Gary's saying the whole.
Well, no, just for the employees.
Okay, this is just my thought. I would just say, let's just absorb the whole thing. We don't have that many people that are on the other, that are covered by, with their families, right? Is that right? We
Right,
have 4?
just a rough estimate, about $6,832 more dollars.
Oh, to add the family
Family,
increase.
because they're.
To absorb that cost also.
That,
Yeah,
because of the reason that there's not very many dependents and spouses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that wouldn't make that much difference anyway.
Now that would change because we do have an open enrollment, so they could have some that fall off or some that.
That
have been
add on,
added,
yeah.
but,
but normally they stay about the same. Yeah.
And then would also be below 65 retirees too, right?
Right, which we only have one. That's it.
Oh, okay.
We only have
Well,
one retiree under 65 on our plan now.
I would agree to pay for all, then.
And that still would continue to be and that would be the other thing that we would need to look at. Keeping it, I know y'all talked about keeping it 60/40. Gonna continue to do the same thing on the retiree.
That's what I was thinking, yes.
They want retiree.
Yeah. I feel bad, there's just one, I feel,
Yay for them.
yeah.
So, Chris, your thoughts? Calling you out.
I didn't come out.
Okay. Well, you just hadn't said anything.
No, I'm fine with absorbing all of it and absorbing the increase on the dental. That, I mean, that's only like 1,600 as well.
Nominal, yeah.
So, yeah, fine with absorbing the increase
Okay,
for everybody.
do I hear a motion?
So what is our exact wording that we move
I would just say to accept the
increase?
insurance from Texas Association of Counties with the 6.20% increase paid by the county.
Okay,
Will that work?
and the dental.
And the dental increase, yeah, which is 4 something.
I move to approve the Texas Association of Counties Health Insurance Renewal for 2025-26 across the board for 6.25 increase.
6.20
6.20, sorry. Increase
paid by the county.
paid by the county as well as the increase regarding the dental.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Good job. I think that's the quickest we've ever done that.
It only took me 4 years to figure it out. I still have.
Well, there's lots of information. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, item 6, update on ARP grant projects. Does anybody have any updates?
Library's on the final tick list of what we need to get done on the exterior.
Good.
All I've got.
Okay, item 7, consider and or approve the burn ban or rescind the burn ban. Oh, I didn't ask. Alan what it was, but we did have a little fire last week. I think it was right off of 152 and 687, and they got it out really quick. And he said that while it did burn and it was progressing, we still have enough moisture that they got it out pretty quick. So
I know it's just speculative, but was that caused from a chain
136
chain dragging?
I don't know what.
I'm sorry. I
Do we know?
did too. It doesn't matter. I was just.
I asked Alan what started it, and he said at that point they didn't
Okay, yeah, that's what I heard. So I don't know.
know.
It's, when I'm looking at Jerry, would you step back and tell us what? Just for today.
Okay, so average is 136. Thank you, Chris.
Jerry's back there, he knows how to do it too. Sorry to.
Put it up on the screen. Yeah, so we're all good. Still good. After this weekend, gee, man.
Oh, yeah.
The wind.
Last night even.
It dried it.
Last night was good.
I
We
love
got
it.
rain. All right, item 8, consider and or approve request for use of the club rooms at the Borger Library or Fritch.
I didn't get any for today.
Okay, nothing new. Item 9, consider and or approve line item changes, transfers and or budget amendments.
There's one budget amendment for the library donation for books. And then there was just a couple department line item changes.
Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve the line item changes, transfers, or budget amendments.
I'll second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, item 10, consider and or approve advertising, opening, accepting or awarding bids. 11, consider and or approve donations to Hutchinson County. We have a couple that were made to the museum. One from Crown Supply and one from Jack and Tony Jordan. So do I hear a motion to accept those donations?
Go ahead.
I move to accept the donations as presented to the Hudson County Museum.
A second.
Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
And thank you to those who donated.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
All right, item 12, discussion of county judges and commissioners precinct daily operations. Anything?
So we had a little bit of when you come out of bug bee, there's a lot of mesquites that have grown up. Part of that is TxDOT, and Tammy's husband called me and brought that to my attention, that you literally have to get on to 130, or not 136, the Dumas Highway off the dam. And there's been several occasions. One was with Tammy, but there was been about 5 or 6 near misses because the mesquites have grown so tall. We couldn't see, but I talked to the Park Service and I talked to TxDOT, and the Park Service is going to take care of those. Did they start this weekend? They're going to try to get them this week.
Okay.
And so even though it's mainly on TxDOT's easement or right of way, by that guardrail, they're going to just get them all. And so
Is this right past the dam to the north?
yes, when you're coming out of Bugbee to get onto that road to come to Stinnett or go to Dumas, you have to pull almost into the road to see past the mesquites.
Mm.
And they didn't know if that was county stuff, TxDOT, which I kind of knew it was TxDOT stuff,
Right.
but
State.
we called and there's really not a plan on who maintains that or works on that. And so the Park Service is going to take care of it at this time, but there isn't a plan for next time. And so
They've lowered the speed limit through there now,
yeah.
or they're going to.
Yeah, no, it's 65 already.
So there may be, if the reason why I'm even bringing it up, because it's just vegetation stuff, is there may be something we might need to help, even though it does butt up against our easement of our road on Bugbee. Well, not really, but anyway, there could be some correlation with all 3 of the departments on what the plan is going forward. Because I think that was the first time that they knew of anybody calling and addressing. So, and that's really all I have.
Are they just going to chop them down?
So I don't know what Eric Smith's Park Service is going to do, but they said they'll take care of it. That's all I heard. So I don't know what that means.
May not have to worry about it for you.
Yeah, they may treat the dumps and I don't know, as y'all know, federal government they can't add a bunch of chemicals to areas. So I don't know if they could treat it. But TxDOT can if it's a public.
Normally you have to get a hold of the landowner and then get. So we've done that on some of the roads I've got. To cut them down so you can see around the corners.
Yeah.
Trucks coming through.
And so they didn't know who was, if it was the National Park Service or the TxDOT's
That
responsibility.
would take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to bring up something. We had 18-wheelers come in and build a foundation out there, Metal Art, just outside of Metal Art. And they went down one of our streets there and tore it up. It's one we've always had trouble with. We just fixed it. And I've been looking into it. I think you can put signs up, no through trucks.
What were they going through for?
On Cimarron.
Right. Were they?
All dirt for that foundation.
Oh, someone's building out there?
Yeah, I don't know if they're building a house or what,
Oh.
but it tore up that road. So they had to fix it again. A lot of complaints about it. But streets are not built for that kind of load. You know, there's got to be some other way they can come in there, you know. But I think you can put no through truck signs up. Now, I know the city of Border put no trucks on Wilson Street, and the state made them take them down. They said, you can't stop trucks from coming through here. And that's what tore up Wilson Street. But I think from what I've been reading, you can put no through trucks on some of our roads, or we need a policy, where they'll have to pay for the damages.
Well, I think
But there's already,
when me and you talked about this, I think it was in Abilene. I was gonna see if I could get that company's name and just kind of reach out to them and see if they want to help with some of the damage. And they may be willing to do that. If there was something, just to talk to them. I mean, I doubt they'll say, well, we'll redo the whole road, but they might.
Well, if they just contribute a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd help.
Just help with the maintenance.
Yeah, for the material.
That's not a HOA out there, is it? Metalark's not a HOA.
No. But just a thought, something that we might do in the future. And I know if we have solar farms and wind farms, we're gonna have that in the contract that they fix the roads at their.
Right, put them back the way they left them,
Yeah,
or they found them.
yeah. So,
Do they have a lot of, I mean, I know it was for that one project. Do they have a lot of trucks going out there?
no, but there's land out there to be bought, so
They could.
it could happen again.
Start developing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we could, I mean, there's so many ways to do this. We could have them,
Load restricted?
we could load restrict it. Well, it's already load restricted, but we could enforce it. with
Yeah, it's a
permit.
street, it's a
Yeah, we could give,
street, it's not
they
a
could apply for
county road.
a permit that would also state if there is significant damage that they would help compensate it, give them a little.
Yeah, they went down Cimarron, then went straight east.
We have no load bearing signs that they'll put up at the school zone. They're in Eagle Boulevard, but people still use it. I mean, it's just signs. Trucks still go to that because they'll bypass 136 and go in front of the school.
Mhm, yeah.
Tear that road up like crazy all the time. And the signs have been up for 6 years now and they still use it. I actually did
I
one
could see
thing.
that,
I
yeah.
did one thing. I was
But if you
throwing
have
my
the,
power around. I pulled over a truck. Well, he was pulled over already. And I said, hey, I'm county commissioner. You realize this truck it probably exceeds the weight limit. And he goes, I'm sorry, sir. I said, that's all right. I'm just going to take a picture of your door. And if I happen to see you again, I'll make a call to your company. And that's all I did. I do not know if I even have that authority or not, but it was kind of fun to do, to try. I didn't say nothing. And I never called that other
it's hard to do without a badge.
Citizens arrest.
Yeah, he was real nice.
sounds like Devin's first project, we can get it work on.
Yeah, we have Devin work on.
That's something I think we need to have Greg like weigh in and make a policy, or, I mean, that's.
Right,
Yeah, I think. we
might
need
talk to him and see.
Yeah,
Y'all remember how Dell
It is
did
legal.
the load bearing thing? I remember as mayor, because I worked with Dell on
Is it
that.
just that little road between
Yeah, because then the county,
87 and,
so we as the city, we approved the road at Eagle Boulevard, because that's in city limit.
right,
But then that four-way that go out to Bridge Fortress,
yeah,
then it becomes the county road.
right.
I'm just like, in my mind, I think the picture,
It had always been.
oh, has it always been? Dell said he was putting signs up.
Okay,
He asked the city if we would help the county and just make it that whole strip.
that whole.
And so we had our attorneys look at it, we drew it up. It was really easy to do on the city level,
Mhm.
but y'all may have, as the county, I wasn't part of
We
it.
could look back and see what we've,
I know the county has load limits on bridges that they own,
Yeah,
I know that.
that's why I never get to cross them.
all right, well, we'll look into that. Oh, well, okay, thanks.
Mhm.
Next legislation.
Anything else on precinct daily operations? Oh, I don't have anything. All right, item 13, consider and or approve sale of struck off tax properties and tax deeds. We have 4. And I think, are they all yours, Dwight?
Yes,
Okay,
and they are totally undeveloped. All the ones I looked at,
so lot 52, 53, and 56?
6, all
No,
undeveloped.
55.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to lot 54. But anyway, they're all out in that Retreat Del Plano area. and
so,
all by Jackie Weaver, right? So,
look, like the pictures are really hard to see. They're very
Right.
grainy and wavy. So looking at them, there is really.
Jerry, the address is 0 Camino Real. I don't know. I don't know if that will even, if that's even valid.
And it's hard to find those things through the
Google
legal
it.
description.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, they're all just empty lots, right?
Yes.
I wonder if he already owns that one lot that's missing
I don't know. I didn't look into
in
that.
there. Anyway, he's offered 630, 380, and 380. Right, it's different.
Oh,
Yeah, these three are all together.
oh.
There's
it's the
one
same
more.
person.
Yeah, same person.
Yeah, but
And there's a
this
different
one's
property.
at
Yeah.
203rd Street. Maybe that's where it is.
Oh, the land looks the same out there.
Yeah.
It does.
It looks like cauliflower. From the distance.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Just empty lots.
Have street views.
The Google car was like, I'm not going out there.
Do you,
I am not going out there.
do you have a recommendation
I recommend that we accept,
or is that a motion?
oh, sorry.
A motion.
Recommendation is stuck in my head. I move to award the bids as presented for all 4 properties.
Okay,
As
And I'll
listed.
second it.
okay, the other property is 203rd Street in Sanford.
Yeah,
Okay, so you accept that bid. He offered 830 for that one also.
yes,
Okay, so accept all 4 bids.
if that's okay.
Yep.
The court.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, I do have budget workshop on there, but we don't really have anything at this time. Alicia's working on getting all the numbers plugged in, and now we'll do the insurance and get it plugged in. Well, once we have our little, when do we have an open enrollment?
It's gonna be August, the 1st to the 30th.
Yeah, that's,
And then we're working on dates for the meetings.
okay. So I don't really have anything else on the budget yet until we get some more info. So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn. Can you believe it?
Anyone want
I
to
think
second?
Chrissy said he never will, so I'm just, no, I know y'all got busy lives. I second it.
Okay, all in favor? Meeting adjourned.